Hey folks, Matt Easton here, Scholar Gladiatore, and I have a Roman legionary standing behind me. This is Gavin Locke of Scholar Gladiatore, and you'll notice that he is wearing a Lorica Segmentata. And I thought this is a good opportunity. He brought this down to the club tonight, so I thought I'd do a off-the-cuff kind of video talking very briefly about this kind of armour. Hopefully I'll talk some more about this in a future video, but as we've got one here right now, let's just have a little talk about it. So first of all, Gavin, who's this armour from?
So it's from Fabrica Cacti, who based in Poland.
Yeah.
And it's...
So I know that Raffaello Metatron talks very highly of Fabrica Cacti, we're not sure how to say it with our terrible English pronunciation of Latin. But they make all kinds of Roman stuff, but principally they're famous for making these Lorica Segmentata, but they also make shoes and shields and pilum and various types of things. I've actually got them making a couple of scutum for me at the moment because, as many of you will know, I did a bunch of Roman scutum and sword sort of training stuff for the BBC a few years ago now, and I'd really like to kind of revive that kind of project, as it were, because it was very interesting fighting style. So I've got them making me a couple of scutum that we can use for sparring with leather edging and this kind of stuff, but they make really cool stuff, so obviously I'll do full review of that when it turns up. But back to the armour. So Lorica Segmentata, so Lorica means armour and Segmentata means of segments. Now many of you who watch or read Asterix will recognise this type of armour, or any other like movie or kind of book that features Roman armour. They always use the Lorica Segmentata, but it actually probably wasn't as common as we think it was. I mean, have you researched this type of armour?
Not a huge amount, but no, I think that they think male would have been more common.
Yeah, so for probably most of the Roman period, certainly the earlier Roman period and the later Roman period, most people had what was called Lorica hamata, I think it is, which is male, essentially chainmail, as most people these days would call it. So it's a male shirt. And also, what some people don't realise is they know that this was maybe used in the sort of middle period, should we say the 1st, 2nd and into the 3rd centuries AD. But what most people don't realise is that probably at that time there is an argument that goes that the legionaries had this Lorica Segmentata, but most other Roman soldiers, auxilia and stuff, were wearing mail. So there is some suggestion that actually even in the period that this was worn, this wasn't the most common type of Roman armour or Lorica. Also, we're just going to say, so this is, what version of Lorica Segmentata is this?
So it's based on Coleridge B, one of the few surviving.
There are 2 types from Coleridge, we think it is, and there are a few other Lorica Segmentata that have been found around Europe. There's a few in Germany, there's one up, I think, near Hadrian's Wall, and somewhere else up North York maybe, or something like that. Yeah, exactly, yeah. So there actually aren't very many surviving Lorica Segmentata around, and so the reconstructions are based on the few that we know of, and this is one of those. Tell us a bit about the armour. How does it feel to wear it? So sorry about that, I prematurely stopped the video, so this is part 2. So Gavin, how does it feel to wear this armour?
It feels pretty good. I'm used to wearing medieval armour, so this feels quite comfortable. There's quite a lot of movement actually. I was surprised how much movement they were. The plates can compact and stretch out again, and the arms feel very nice if you're used to wearing spalders or pauldrons of medieval armour, because there's very little stopping it going up and down. And it feels very nice. It doesn't feel too
can you do a little turn around so people can see the back as well? There we go. I think the armour looks almost cooler at the back than it does at the front. I really like those kind of plates there over the shoulder blades.
But yeah, it feels comfortable, and I'm looking forward to doing some stuff in it.
Yeah, so I think when we get a chance, we'll do some more videos. I'll get together with Gavin and we'll do some more videos with some of the equipment that he's got. Gavin's also got a really good couple of sets of armour now. You ended up, he started off buying one harness of armour and has now ended up with 2 or 3, I think. But there we go, that's how it goes. Bit like me with swords. Well, you with swords as well. But anyway, so we'll do a video. I'll meet up with Gavin at some point over summer, and we'll look at some more of his stuff, maybe get some more of my stuff out, and talk some more about armour and Roman stuff and this kind of things. But there we go. So that's Lorica Segmentata from Fabrica Cacti, we think it is.
Yeah.
Cacti, we're not sure.
Cacti.
And highly recommended so far. Very good service. very well made, very well
quick.
researched, very quick, nice quality,
Yeah.
really, really good look. And I know a lot of Roman reenactors are ordering this from this company, who I'll put a link to their Facebook page below, and recommending them very highly. So there we go. Thanks a lot, Gavin.
Pleasure.
And see you guys soon. Cheers, folks. Thanks for watching. We've got extra videos on Patreon. Please give our Facebook a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Cheers, folks.